Salve, rapaziada. Então vamos aqui para a segunda parte. É isso aí, bora, sem enrolação. Vamos que esse jogo aqui tá da hora. Calma, cara, não fica bravo. Calma.
I gotta go. Max out. You want to switch jobs?
Cadê?
Maybe you should chase runaways and
tá aqui.
assholes all day and let me run around playing doctor for a while. I've got a very healthy list of people I'd like to stab with a needle, let me tell you.
I think you may want to work on your bedside manner.
Ficou meio bugado as legendas, né?
You and your wife are not my
Como que eu
favorite
quero as
people.
legendas pra cá? Vem pra cá, ó.
Has something happened?
Aqui, ó. Tem que falar com ele assim, ó.
He asks, if by something, do you mean did your wife destroy our mushroom farm
Elas são
because
alto, né?
she heard the voice of her dead son again? Because if so, then yes, something happened.
Is she all right?
She's a lot better than our mushroom farm.
Tá melhor que a nossa fazenda de cogumelos.
Shut it off!
Calma, calma.
Shut it off! Fuck! And there's more in there where that came from. 5 years to build this steam system.
5 anos pra construir esse sistema de vapor.
You know what's
Da hora.
never came up? What if you can't hear the voices of the dead inside your pipes?
I don't understand. Yana was doing so well. I'll take care of it, I promise.
Yeah, well, you promised 500 times already. I'm up to my eyeballs in bullshit today, so I don't need any more, okay?
Que da hora a movimentação dos NPC.
Go check on your wife. But then, you come see me. Friend or not, this station is my wife. This has to be the end of it.
Não consigo entender porque que ele ficou indignado. Isso que é foda, não tô em inglês fluente. O que é isso? Tá com pressa? Tudo certo aqui, jogador? Então, essas partes tudo aqui eu já fiz na live, né? Então eu vou direto aqui. Bem de boas subir as escadas. No Arizona Sunshine já é um pouco mais chatinho. Ele é de boa também. Só pegar o jeito. Ligar a lanterna. Mas é claro, já estou indo.
Unless we cut the pressure to these pipes, one of these leaks is going to rupture some of the lines. That's doing it. Keep it up.
Meu barulheira.
There might be a valve downstairs.
Já tô indo, mulher. Já calma. Plantação, é plantação que fala de cogumelo? Cultivo de cogumelo?
That's it. Thank you. You're not in control now.
Não tem nada.
Dr. Iskandero, sorry you had to jump across the catwalk, but you can imagine who you have to thank for that one.
Opa.
Impeccable. So,
Yana,
I miss my calling as an interior decorator.
Perhaps.
Okay, go on then. I know you're dying to start doctoring me.
Max said you were petty. You feel up to telling me?
Do you is the question.
Muito massa a
Stop
movimentação do
taking my
NPC.
help, Penny.
You what?
Keep in mind I was still taking them when I decided to stop.
We've been through
You
this.
said that it hurt me. Your meds didn't make me lose it. On the contrary, they kept obscuring my ability to hear, but I was so desperate to hear.
Huh? Hallucinations are not trivial.
What you assume are
You
hallucinations.
hear voices. No one
The
else.
fact that you won't even consider any alternative is the reason I threw the haloperidol out in the first place.
You threw them away?
None of you have ever heard Petya's voice, so how can you know what I'm hearing?
Because he died, Yana.
Ei. Jogo na cara.
He died, Yana. 15 years ago. And you can't
Ele morreu no dia da
even let
explosão.
your boy for 15 years.
Ele tem 8 anos.
Back there, through the vent.
Beleza.
I think there's a hole in the maintenance shaft.
O que é? Cara, eu fiz a mesma coisa na live. Eu
Follow the pipe.
sigo o tubo. O cano. Ah, é. Subir. Tá com bastante queda de FPS. Voltou.
That did it. Thank you
Valeu.
for cleaning up another one of my messes.
Max mentioned the young girl who disappeared from the station. Could you write something?
Fecha aí, jogadora.
No, mister, there has to be a reason for everything. I didn't hallucinate my son's voice because of a bunch of gossiping busybodies.
For all things, there is an explanation. Even the ones too terrible to accept.
I can't exactly tell that to Petya, can I? I'm sorry. It wasn't fair. Not when you're only caring for him.
My love is not something you ever have to apologize for. It is free.
God, you're sappy. Go on. Run back to your boyfriend, Max. I heard him whining for you to go see him once you made sure I wouldn't burn anything else down. I think I've earned a little hard labor. Just give me some time, okay?
Ok. Beleza. Então, desliga aí, pô.
That did
Isso.
something.
Muito obrigado.
Looks like I can reduce some of the pressure from here.
Amsterdã.
I'm out of filters. I'm out of grenades.
E aí, jogador, beleza?
Max passed through a while ago. I guess you saw what happened at the farm then.
It's being taken care of. Thanks.
Thanks.
Serdar, Max is back. He's up in the office.
Vamos conhecer o Max. Não, não conhecer não, já conhece ele.
You're a
Vamos
child.
falar com o
I'm
Max.
the boss.
Oh. E aí, qual foi?
The way this jungle is growing, we may never have to repopulate the surface.
Opa!
I doubt God invented plastic with nuclear winter in mind. But hey, a fake garden
Max,
is better
nosso
than
amigão.
no garden at all, eh? How is Yana?
Pretending her husband isn't a hot-headed, insensitive ass.
You know what? Good. Say stupid shit more often. Your two are so lovey-dovey as it is. I literally throw up in my desk at least once a day.
She was trying so hard to be reasonable.
My friend, I've watched you both in your several lifetimes worth of bullshit just to try and make her feel halfway human again. Trust me, your wife knows that.
Let us hope so. In any event, the more pressing concern is that it appears Yana has run out of her haloperidol.
Hello,
That's
Peridol.
why she lost her edge.
You and bad timing, pal. The stalker who tracks down your fancy medical stuff, very talented lady I used to run with named Nata. She was supposed to make a delivery over a week ago, which is long enough that I think I may have to strike Nata out of my little romantic
Nata.
birthdays calendar, if you know what I mean. Though I do know the route she usually takes.
Could the medication still be there somewhere?
The goddamn Holy Grail could be there.
Max, why don't you just tell me where the route is?
Because you'll go. And from here, the first thing you'll hit is a Nosalis den. That's probably the most relaxing part of the
You
trip.
forget, I am not, shall we say, inexperienced when it comes to Nasales.
Oh, right. You're all stationed. Sorry. Anyway, normally I'd hire some poor suckers to go.
Poor
But
suckers.
since we're running low
Poor
on
suckers.
poor suckers right now, my lovely
Suckers.
voice in your ear will have to do. Stick it to your shoulder like this, voice activated. State of the art, when there was a state of the art. It's almost like living in the future. And for times when my wisdom alone does not suffice.
I've heard they don't do much without those bullets.
You want an empty clip, just to look cool? Be my guest. Go on, smart guy. Take it. Yes, I know. Very pretty. Now do me a favor and holster it while you're in the station. Okay, cowboy? We have to at least pretend we are civilized down here. Lucky for you, the same supply cart that dropped Gorky Park off here is still out on the station. And since nobody killed Akim on his way back here, his spare ammo should still be in the trolley as well.
Max, you there?
1 sec. Truck 2, call me when you find the ammo. Okay, I'm here. Let me find the ledger. Hey, Serdar.
Oi.
Are you sure you don't want to let Yana know you're leaving?
I'm sure.
Alright, your call.
Adoro ficar brincando com a pistolinha assim.
I went through the trouble of draining a few bottles. You know, give you something to shoot at. Show me that Tokarev Max gave you. Next, grab
Passa.
this magazine and
Passa, passa.
insert it into your Tokarev. Go on, get the feel for the trigger. Now grab this magazine and store it. Last thing you want is to run into some lurkers with an empty gun. You're empty. Here is a new magazine.
Valeu. Oh, da hora, mano.
I don't know
Física
if you
muito boa.
handled that kind of trolley before, but Akim was complaining it's hard to start. Admittedly, Akim is an idiot. Serdar, Yana won't like that you left without a word.
I've burdened my wife enough.
Hey, give yourself some credit. The day is still young.
Posso ver quanto de munição que eu tenho.
Let's just focus on getting your wife's meds.
Right. Where do I find her?
Nathan her caravan avoided a lot of Metro's less desirable elements by taking a route that's a bit, shall we say, off the beaten path. Hope you're in the mood for a little sightseeing.
For a pillar of the community, we certainly do have some colorful associates. And to think, you gave up the romantic life of a stalker for that.
To get off the surface? You're damn right. Imagine the worst hellhole of a station you've ever lived in. That's still a day spa compared to the kind of shit I went through out there. Quite like you said, surface is hell nowadays. You guys do live in paradise.
The end of the line is fast approaching, my friend.
About time. Okay, hop off and head over across the other set of tracks. You should find a reinforced door off to your left.
Esse breu assim é pesado. Dá um medo. Nossa, tudo destruído, mano.
Aha! The good old Soviet stuff. 100 years later, still working.
This piece was probably built in the 60s. Some impressive equipment here.
The museum kept a backup generator for security and stuff like that.
Which museum? The Tretyakov? Yana and I went on our first date here.
Well, before you get too misty-eyed, Nata's route doesn't go through the museum itself.
Still, I haven't been here since, well, since before Yana and I split back then. We met when we were at university. I picked the museum for our
Pegamos
date
gerador.
because I felt I needed to come across as more refined.
Só a legenda que tá meio, é meio bugada,
Because
né?
everyone thinks you're such a savage.
Oh, meu Deus. Eu já sabia que o monstro ia vir, mesmo assim eu tomei susto. Pra vocês terem noção. Vou pegar esse arrombado. Mano, esses olhos verdes aí, mano. Maluco. A posição que ele ficou. Meu Deus, mano. Uma ratazana feia. Vamos analisar esse bicho. Não tem física de movimento assim. Olha essa ratazana, mano.
I'm out of clips. I'm out of clips.
Que? Eu tô sem munição. Meu Deus. Agora, carai. Meu Deus, mano.
The entrance to the archives is a couple levels above you, on the opposite side of the escalators.
I remember waiting for Yana at the top of those escalators.
Olha, ó,
We
2034.
agreed to meet here at noon. I'm there waiting, watching face after face rise in front of me over
Não
the top
tem
of the
munição aqui.
I waited 3 hours, and at 3:06, I get a tap on my shoulder, and there's Yana.
Meu Deus. Hardcore é difícil mesmo.
So in other words, neither of you knew how to take a hit.
He called us stubborn.
Porra! Que nem eu falei na live, isso aqui lembra muito o Resident Evil, né? Não tem uma fase lá... Acho que é o primeiro boss do Resident Evil, pelo menos o remake, né? Que foi o único que eu joguei. Tem um boss aqui, tipo assim. Aquele que tem um olho, um bração. Algo assim. Cara, ficou bem melhor botando sombra, mano. Nem que seja no médio. Dá um breu. E aí, agora? É assim que põe a munição, então? Será que eu finalizo esse vídeo aqui? Não parece que terminou um capítulo, né? Não, vamos continuar, vamos continuar.
I'm about to confirm those mutant
Tô dando uma queda de frames. Acho que até o jogo carregar. Opa! Toma! Toma! Filha da puta! Nossa, me deu um susto, irmão. Um susto corno. Ai, tô sim. Um tiro só, mano. Porra. Tem uma vida só, nada de munição. Eu vou ficar gastando o negócio da cura. Não, onde que é que eu tenho que ir? Ah, aqui. Deixa eu virar aqui por causa que o fio tô enrolando no fio.
Signs for the museum, but the radiation levels are spiking something fierce.
I didn't expect you'd be anywhere quite that toasty. Knowing Nata, she will have stored the gas mask on her route where it's needed. Look for it.
Got it.
Good. Keep an eye out for extra filters. You may need them. Now, hide that ugly face of yours and make your way across. And please, do me a favor. Be sure you check your watch now and again. It will let you know when your filter is going to run out.
Ah, o barulhinho é quando inicia a contagem do tempo. Na live eu não tinha entendido o que era.
I'm out of grenades. I'm out of clips. I'm out of clips.
É o mesmo, né? Parecia que tava com menos munição. Mais uma fatinha. Bichão congelado ali.
Who the hell would do that?
I'm more interested in how they did it. It's far too elaborate, even with a handful of men.
I've heard all kind of tales on things that go beyond the possible.
É, aumentou mais uma.
Monsters whose existence you can't explain.
Oh, come on. Monsters are just those animals we humans haven't studied properly yet.
One can see a rookie who's venturing into hell for the first time. It's hell, stupid. It just exists. And its rules change before you can understand them. So that it can kill you and eat your soul.
Now you're talking souls.
Tira uma gravação, tudo certo com a gravação, tudo.
Okay, sold, Sherlock. Alright. Nathan's route runs down the staircase on the opposite side of that room.
Rosales had something painted across its chest.
At a museum. You don't say.
It looked like a snake or something of that sort. Have you heard of anything like that?
Could be just us, good old humans. Metro's full of all sorts weirdos doing trippy shit.
I quite like the human explanation.
Não, não é. Acho que esse barulhinho é coisa de missão, né? Era isso que eu tinha deduzido, na real.
What's funny?
Well, funny may not be the right word, but it just occurred to me that our last trip here also involved Yana becoming obsessed with a ghost.
Now you're just making stuff up.
The way Yana's mind worked, it was intoxicating. I never could keep up with that woman, and that's what made her thoroughly irresistible. We'd been to an exhibit of local Buryat artists celebrating their Mongolian heritage, but Yana became convinced I was still living
Opa, mais munição, vem. Vem. Eu gosto de munição.
She became so enamored of the idea, she convinced me to undergo hypnotic regression, as if I'd suddenly remembered.
Eu acho que esse barulhinho é quando eu passo de munição. Acho que é isso mesmo.
You actually did it?
You've met my wife.
Point taken. So what did you see when you were hypnotized?
I couldn't remember anything, really. But Yana and the doctor assured me I was quite the convincing warlord.
You never told me this one. Sardar Khan, oh, that's hilarious.
Don't laugh. I told that story one too many times at my old station. How would you like to be forever associated with a man who murdered millions of people?
I'd be fine with that, actually. But hey, I guess there's hardly anyone as different from Genghis Khan as you in the universe.
This is all such cheap nonsense. Past lives, after lives, all alike. That's psychotherapy before psychotherapy. Allowing cavemen to cope with the fear of death, promising them a continuation.
Boa, estão com bastante munição agora. Deixar o pau. Passar a mão pra limpar a lente, né? Ah, peguei outro tipo de munição, ó. Ah, mas eu nem tenho ainda.
The floor in the archives has collapsed. I can't reach the stairway.
Deixa eu sentar aqui.
My sweet boy.
Petya.
Not a minute goes by that I don't think about you. I should have never let go of your hand. I miss you.
Bad, hein?
I miss you so much.
Yana.
Mama? Mama, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, my boy. I'm coming.
Beleza. Meu Deus, tô todo fodido. Levanta, levanta.
Max. Max, are you there?
Cadê o Max? Perdemos contato com o Max. Um clássico isqueiro. Isso aqui é a marca registrada. Eita! Os aracnídeos. Marca registrada do metrô é queimar teia de aranha com isqueiro.
Max, is that you? I don't know if you can hear me, but the floor of the archives collapsed.
Como é que rolou aqui, mano? Procura essa.
No need to go back where I came from. Best to move on.
Isso eu
I've
sei.
been through
Eu
here
já sei dessa
already.
parte.
Best to continue past the collapsed archives.
Te mato.
Max, bodies. Fresh, I think. Something was feeding on it.
You see Nata's
Simples.
branding anywhere?
Uma chama.
Yes, there's us all right.
Nossa, olha o
It looks
fêmur
like
do
they were
cara, mano.
traveling
Ó.
through the mutant halls
O
as
fêmur
well.
do cara, mano.
Yeah.
Consumido.
Definitely not the caravan's normal route.
Ô, meu
So
parceiro.
either those stalkers wandered
Faleceu.
off on their own or...
Let's not jump to conclusions quite yet.
Sempre deixar a lanterna safe, né? Até que de munição tamo bem, né? Vamos ver quanto. 27. Maluco. O som dá muito medo, mano.
You know, I'm starting to feel like this plan to retrace Nata's steps won't go down in history as one of our stronger collaborations. How about, if you don't catch up with that caravan soon, it's time to just come back, eh?
I can't. Not until I find Yana's medicine.
Tem nada aqui? Maluco. Mano, com a sombra ligada dá mais medo, mano. Tem alguns pontos que são mais claros. Na live que eu fiz de 1 hora lá, eu desativei as sombras, né? Porque tava ficando... A live pesa muito. E, mano, e dá mais medo agora, mano. Ó. Nossa. E o som do Quest 3 ele é muito bom, mas eu tô de fone de ouvido aqui. Fone intra-auricular. Dá muita imersão, mano. Mano, o bicho tá correndo aqui, mano. Tem alguma... Novo loading. Galera, eu acho que esse vídeo aqui tá bom pra parar por aqui. Já deu, deixa eu ver. Já deve ter dado uns 30 minutos. É, já deu. Então, galera, vamos partir pro vídeo 3. E é isso aí. Espero que estejam gostando dessa gameplay. Eu acho que a qualidade aí deve estar muito boa pra vocês. Se aqui no Quest tá boa pra mim, e aí na tela deve estar melhor pra vocês. Então é isso daí. Tamo junto e é nóis. Valeu. Ai, fui fazer o belezinho e dei um tiro. Jesus. Falou, rapaziada.